Hey everyone, welcome to Talking Points English. I'm your host, Rio.
Hey Rio, it's Ethan. There was a huge international soccer tournament recently. Did you watch it? I've been losing sleep over it.
Oh, I absolutely watched it, Ethan. So many exciting matches. And lately you've been getting more chances to watch games with friends from abroad, right?
Yeah, that's true. But I always end up just saying wow or oh no. That's about all I can manage. I really want to be able to talk about the game properly in English and really get into it.
I love that! Well, today's topic is perfect for you. We're featuring handy English phrases you can use while watching soccer. Together with Ethan, we're going to learn phrases in the spirit of watching a real match. We've split everything into 3 sections: plays, tactics, and player condition. And we've got over 40 phrases, so get ready for a packed episode.
Over 40 phrases? That's awesome. I can't wait.
Let's kick things off with some pre-game conversation. Before the match starts, you want a go-to line to get things going with friends. The classic question is, who do you think will win today? It's a supernatural opener that works perfectly before any game.
Right. Who do you think will win today? That's definitely going into my regular rotation.
Yes! And once the game kicks off, if both teams look evenly matched, you can say, "This looks like it's going to be a very close game." It means the match is shaping up to be really tight and competitive. The phrase close game means a game where neither side can pull away. It's a really useful one to know. Of course, letting people know which team you're supporting is also important. You can say I'm rooting for and then the team name, or I'm a huge fan of and the team name. Ethan, which team do you support?
A very close game. Love it. And hey, what do you say when your team gets off to a great start?
Great question. In that case, you say they've started the game well. It means they've hit the ground running and had a strong opening. It's a nice, simple phrase with a very positive feel.
Oh, nice. All right, the game is heating up now. Wow, what an incredible dribble through the defense.
That's when you use this one. That was an amazing play. It means that play was absolutely incredible. You'd use it to praise a super play, and you can swap out amazing for incredible or fantastic. They all work just as well.
And then from there, a through ball. Oh, wow, absolutely perfect.
Oh, exactly. That pass was perfect. It means that pass was absolutely flawless. Short and simple, but it really hits hard. Try it out the next time a gorgeous pass comes through.
That player is so good at running into the space between the defenders.
Great observation. In English, you'd say he's using the space really well. It means he's making great use of the space. The word space is used exactly the same way in soccer English. It's perfect for describing a player's clever movement and positioning.
But the opposition's defense is really compact. They're just not cracking at all.
Then you say their defense is very solid. It means their defense is incredibly strong. The word solid has the nuance of firm, stable, and unbreakable. It's a great adjective for praising a tight defensive unit.
Hang on, wasn't that tackle a bit dangerous? You'd ask, do you think that was a foul? Like, was that really a foul just then?
Spot on. That's a perfect way to use it, Ethan. And when you see a replay and the call is still unclear, you can add they should check that with VAR, meaning that's a play they really need to review with VAR.
VAR is basically a universal term these days. Oh, the game is picking up now. A shot. Ah, so close, right off the post.
Right now is the perfect time for this phrase. That shot was so close. It means that shot just barely missed. And even simpler, you can just shout, "That was so close," with real feeling. It's completely natural. This is definitely one you have to remember.
That was so close. I've locked that one in. Oh, wow, here comes the counter. Dangerous, a shot, saved. What a save.
What a reaction. For moments like that, you say, "The goalkeeper made a great save." It means the goalkeeper made an incredible save. And the short, punchy, emotional version is just, "What a save." You'll hear this all the time watching matches on TV. Make sure you learn them both as a pair.
What a save. That one's so satisfying. Looks like the first half might end 0-0. I kind of want to get into some tactical talk too.
Now, Section 2 is all about phrases for talking about manager tactics, formations, and decisions. Soccer isn't just about watching the plays. Reading the manager's strategy is all part of the fun too.
Absolutely. Like when you want to shout, "What on earth is the manager thinking?" Now you can do that in English.
Let's talk about the manager's tactics then. For example, when a team is sitting very deep and defending, you can say the manager is using a very defensive strategy. It means the manager is going with a very cautious defensive approach. Defensive strategy is exactly that, a defensive game plan.
And the flip side too, right? Like, I think they should play more aggressively, as in, I think they need to go for it more and be more attacking.
Perfect. That's great for expressing your own opinion about the game. And on the other side, when things are working and the tactics are clicking, you say this formation is working well. It means this shape is really functioning as intended. You can analyze the game just like a TV pundit.
Right. And in the second half, substitutions often become the key factor, don't they?
Exactly. The timing of the substitutions is important. It means getting the timing of subs right really matters. Substitution means a player substitution. And when a sub comes on and completely changes things, you say, the manager's tactics changed the game, giving the manager full credit for their call. It's a line that works brilliantly in post-match analysis too. Section 3 is about phrases for talking about player condition and fitness. Soccer is a 90-minute game, so a player's stamina and condition directly affect the result. Being able to comment on a player's physical state in English really deepens how you experience the match.
Especially in the second half, you start to see players who are physically struggling. Being able to comment on those differences in English sounds really fun. Nice. Okay, let's say the second half has started. I want to talk about individual players' form. Like, if someone is really looking sharp and energetic.
For a player in great form, you say, that player looks sharp today. It means, that player looks like they're in fantastic condition today. You can also say, he looks very sharp today. The word sharp means nimble and precise. It's a perfect word for describing a player who's really on their game. Same meaning, two variations to use.
Sharp. Got it. And on the flip side, if a player's looking a bit slow and sluggish,
then you'd say, he looks a bit tired. The a bit adds the nuance of just slightly. And if the whole team is moving heavily and slowly, you say the whole team looks sluggish. The word sluggish means slow, heavy, and lethargic. It really captures what a worn-out team looks like.
Sluggish. For a player coming back from injury, you could say he might still be affected by his injury, like maybe the injury's still lingering. Or he doesn't look fully fit. He doesn't seem to be at 100%.
Exactly. When you're watching closely, you'll sometimes notice a player seems to be protecting a certain part of their body. In that case, you say, he seems to be favoring his leg. It means it looks like he's protecting or babying his leg. The word favor here means to be careful with or protect a part of the body. And you can pair it with, he doesn't look fully fit, meaning he doesn't seem to be in peak physical condition. Fully fit means completely healthy and ready to go. In the world of sports, fit is commonly used to mean in good physical shape and condition.
Fully fit. You hear that all the time in sports interviews. So fit can also mean in good physical condition. That's a great one to know. Rio, speaking of player condition, you can also judge it from the warm-up before the game, right? Can you say something like, he looks sharp in the warm-up?
Absolutely. He looks sharp in the warm-up means he's already looking sharp during the warm-up. It's a great line for pregame commentary. You can also say, he looks ready to go, meaning he's all set and raring to get started. And that phrase isn't just for sports. At work, you could say, you look ready to go, to a colleague before a big presentation. That's how everyday English and sports English connect, and that's what makes learning this stuff so much fun.
That makes sense. And getting back to the flow of the game, things really can shift in the second half, can't they?
Yes, the momentum might change in the second half. It means the flow of the game could swing the other way in the second half. The word momentum means drive or flow. It captures that sense that the tide of the match could turn.
I feel like my team is sitting back and playing a bit too safe, honestly.
That frustration is perfectly expressed with, they're playing too defensively, meaning they're being way too cautious and defensive.
They've lost the ball in midfield again. they're losing the ball too much in midfield, like they keep giving it away in the middle of the park?
Great instinct. And as a solution to open things up, you can also say they should use the wings more, meaning they need to get the ball wide and use the flanks. Wings refers to the sides of the pitch in soccer.
On the other hand, the opposition's counter is incredibly fast.
Right. You can say their counterattacks are very sharp. Their counters are razor sharp. The word sharp works here too. It conveys that sense of speed and effectiveness.
And their high press from the front line is brutal right now.
That's a really common situation. Their pressing is really working. The opposition's press is seriously effective right now. And as a result of that press, the team can fall into a situation where their passing accuracy is a bit poor. Their passing has become a bit sloppy. Learn those two together as a set.
Wow, he chose to dribble instead of passing there, and he's lost the ball.
Commenting on a player's decision-making is a lot of fun too. When they make a good call, that was a good decision. But when they hesitate and waste a chance, like Ethan's example just now, he was too slow to make a decision there. And you can also critique it in hindsight. He should have taken the shot earlier. Meaning, he really should have pulled the trigger sooner.
Should have, as in should have done something. Makes total sense. At this point, the manager really needs to make a move.
Let me take a moment to organize our thoughts here. When you're watching the game, you'll naturally start wondering which team is controlling the ball. For a team that's dominating possession, you can say they're dominating possession. They're completely in control of the ball. The word dominating carries the nuance of overwhelming the opposition.
Dominating? That's a powerful word. Perfect for a team that's just monopolizing the ball one-sidedly. And what about a team that's playing really beautiful, flowing soccer?
Then you say, they're playing some lovely football today. They're playing gorgeous, flowing soccer today. The word lovely is very common in British English. It works not just for sports, but anytime you see something wonderful. On the flip side, for a team that just can't hold the ball, you say, they're struggling to keep the ball. The word struggle means to have a really hard time. It's a versatile verb that works in all sorts of difficult situations.
Lovely football. That's such a classy expression. And struggle works in everyday conversation too. Like, I'm struggling with English. Can you actually say that?
Absolutely. I'm struggling with English is a perfectly natural way to say you're having a hard time with the language, very commonly used in everyday conversation. Now, let's dig a bit deeper into decision-making. When a player makes a quick, accurate decision in a match, you say, that was a good decision. But when they hesitate and miss a chance, he was too slow to make a decision there. His decision-making was too slow there.
He was too slow to make a decision. He should have taken the shot earlier. He should have shot sooner.
Spot on. Should have, plus the past participle, gives you that sense of regret or criticism. Should have done. It's a slightly tricky grammar structure, but just learn the whole phrase as a chunk and you're good. For example, he should have passed earlier means he really should have played that ball sooner.
Got it. By the way, I also want to be able to comment on the other team's play. What about when their counter is lightning fast?
Their counterattacks are very sharp. Their counter is absolutely razor sharp. The word sharp carries that nuance of being quick and incisive. Perfect for describing a fast, deadly counter.
Makes sense. And a lot of the time, you lose the ball in midfield and then get hit on the break, right?
In that case, you say, they're losing the ball too much in midfield. They keep giving it away in the middle of the park. Often the reason is the opposition's press is really effective. Their pressing is really working. The other team's press is seriously effective. Learn those two together as a set. And as a result, their passing accuracy is a bit poor. Their passing has become a bit sloppy. That's the situation that often follows.
Accuracy means precision, right? You really hear that word a lot in sports commentary. The play-related phrases are really coming together now.
While we're at it, let me introduce some expressions for free kick situations in a match. This is a dangerous free kick. This is a really threatening free kick. When they're setting up the wall, you say they're setting up the wall. They're building the wall. The word wall is used exactly the same way. It's the same concept in English that you already know from soccer.
Wall works exactly the same. What do you say when the free kick is scored?
What a free kick is your simple exclamation. What an incredible free kick. And for more detail, he curled it perfectly into the top corner. He bent it perfectly into the top corner. The word curl means to bend or curve the ball, and top corner means the upper corner of the goal. Phrases you'll hear a lot when a free kick finds the net.
Top corner. A goal nestling in the top corner is the most satisfying thing. Can you teach me a penalty kick expression too?
They've been awarded a penalty is the basic phrase for when a penalty is given. When someone converts it, you say, he converted the penalty. He put it away from the spot. The word convert means to successfully finish or complete. And if the goalkeeper saves it, well, that's the perfect moment to use what a save, which we learned earlier, absolutely perfect for a penalty save.
He converted the penalty. That sounds so professional. And what a save works for a penalty save too. That's brilliant. Being able to say those phrases naturally really does make watching so much more exciting.
Right. The manager needs to change the momentum. The manager needs to shift the flow of this game. And more specifically, it's time to make a substitution. It's time to bring someone on and shake things up.
Oh, they're bringing on a striker. That's clearly an attacking signal. They mean business now.
Exactly right. This substitution sends an attacking message. This sub is sending a clear, attacking signal. In other words, the manager is starting to take risks. The manager is starting to gamble and go for it.
Take risks. Great expression. But when you start taking risks, the opposition can adapt and read you. Like, the opponent has figured out their tactics. They've basically cracked the code.
Exactly. The opponent has figured out their tactics. The opposition has figured out their game plan. The phrase figure out means to understand or see through something. It conveys that the opponent has read the playbook. And in daily life, you can also say, I can't figure it out, meaning I just can't work it out or understand it.
But the opposition adapts too, right? If you keep attacking the same way, it becomes like the opponent has figured out their tactics. They've seen it all before and know exactly what's coming.
Yes, and especially the key player will often find themselves in a situation where that player is being tightly marked. That player is being completely man-marked. The phrase tightly marked conveys that sense of being shadowed extremely closely. When that happens, a solution is they should use the wings more. They need to spread it wide through the flanks. Wings is the soccer term for the sides of the pitch.
Tightly marked? It's genuinely painful to watch when a great player gets completely nullified. A player who can still break free from that is truly special. How would you praise a player like that in English?
For a player like that, you'd say, he's a real game changer. He truly is someone who changes the game. A game changer is someone who shifts the flow entirely. It's used in sports and in the business world too. And if they score late in the match, he scored a crucial goal late in the game. He scored a decisive goal in the dying stages. The word crucial means decisive and vitally important. It's perfect for describing a game-changing moment.
Game changer. So cool. And crucial too. I'm locking that one in. Is there a phrase I can use when the game has just finished and I want to share my reaction?
For post-match feelings, that was a great game. What an incredible match is simple and easy to say. If you lost in heartbreaking fashion, we were so close to winning. We were so incredibly close. And looking back on the whole match, the better team won on the day. The better side won today. It's a very mature and composed way to accept the result.
The better team won on the day. Yeah, you'd use that when you're grudgingly accepting a loss. I really did learn so much today. Players, tactics, condition, and even post-match reactions. I feel like I can talk about soccer in English from every single angle now. If this keeps up, time is just gonna run out. If this continues, they may run out of energy late in the game. If they keep this up, they might not have the legs for the final stages of the match.
That's right. And it's in exactly that kind of moment that TV commentators shout, "What is our final And third emphasized phrase of today. They need to push forward. They need to push up and get forward. It's a powerful line that urges the whole team to get more aggressive and go for it.
They need to push forward.
Yes, so we've covered so many phrases today, and just like that, it's almost time to wrap up the match.
Man, I feel like I just watched the full 90 minutes myself. This is going to make watching the next match so much more fun.
Let's do a quick recap by category. In Section 1, commenting on play, we learned phrases to commentate on the flow of the game. They've started the game well to describe a strong opening. That was an amazing play to praise a super play. And that pass was perfect when a beautiful through ball comes off.
And the exclamations, that was so close, and what a save. I am absolutely using those at the next game. Plus, that was a good decision, and he should have taken the shot earlier. They're all locked in.
Great. In Section 2, Manager Tactics and Decisions, we covered the manager is using a very defensive strategy. I think they should play more aggressively, and this formation is working well. For analyzing the game plan, we also learned it's time to make a substitution. This substitution sends an attacking message. The manager's tactics changed the game. And the fan favorite, they need to push forward.
They need to push forward is something I'll literally shout at my TV. And being able to say the opponent has figured out their tactics, that makes me sound like an actual analyst.
And in Section 3, Player Condition, we covered that player looks sharp today to describe a player in great form. He looks a bit tired, and the whole team looks sluggish for fatigue. We also went over he might still be affected by his injury. He seems to be favoring his leg, and he doesn't look fully fit for injury-related observations. And then, the momentum might change in the second half, and if this continues, they may run out of energy late in the game for those nail-biting endgame moments.
Run out of energy. The image of running completely on empty is so vivid and real. The phrases I learned today were genuinely so varied and rich. I want to use all of them in an actual match. Rio, today's episode was genuinely content-packed. Not just play expressions, but manager tactics, player condition, post-match reactions. I feel like I can talk about soccer in English from every angle now. I didn't even expect to cover free kicks and penalties.
I'm so glad. Soccer matches really are packed with drama. The pregame predictions, the tense first half, the halftime tactical adjustments, the second half substitutions, and the pressure of stoppage time. With the phrases you learned today, you can get into it in English at every single moment. Learning English through something you love like soccer, that really is the best shortcut. Let's keep enjoying this together. And to everyone listening, today we learned so many phrases together. You don't need to memorize them all at once. Start with the exclamations, that was so close, and what a save. If you can say those out loud at your next game, that's already a huge first step. Then gradually try working in this formation is working well, or the momentum might change in the second half. The more you use English, the more natural it becomes.
Rio, the phrases we learned today, as your English improves, the situations where you can use them just keep growing, don't they? Like, he's using the space really well, could even work in basketball or rugby.
Exactly. Many of today's phrases apply to other sports too. Solid defense works in American football, and he's making a crucial decision. Fits perfectly in a business context as well. Using sports English as your entry point really does open up your interest in the whole language. Please put what you learned today into practice at this weekend's match. I guarantee it'll be even more fun.
Things like she's dominating possession and they're playing lovely football. The play phrases from today are words that really make a match come alive. And I want the day to come soon when I can naturally say, he's a game changer.
You'll be saying it before you know it, Ethan. The key to learning English is enjoying the journey and keeping at it. Learning English through something you love like soccer, that's genuinely one of the very best ways to do it. That's all for today's Talking Points English. Ethan, thank you so much. To wrap up today's phrases, from pre-game predictions to evaluating plays, tactics, and player condition, we introduced useful expressions for all kinds of situations, especially the emotional ones like, that was so close, what a save, and they need to push forward. Please actually try them out loud next time you're watching.
I've got all of that locked in. Real, thank you so much for today.
Thank you
See
too.
you next time.
And everyone listening, please use these phrases to enjoy watching soccer even more. Next time on Talking Points English, we'll be featuring handy English phrases for ordering smart at a restaurant. Looking forward to seeing you then. Goodbye.